China.
Bing, bing, bong, Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong, bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights.
Wow, that was really loud. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. I don't even know what day it is
Happy
anymore.
birthday.
Happy birthday. It's somebody's birthday somewhere.
Actually, somebody's probably being born right now.
Ew.
Think about it.
All right,
Yeah.
well.
Don't think about it like a chicken nugget. Just think about it. Like,
I don't know why I said okay. Holy crap. All right, so what's going on, everybody in the chat? We've got the usual suspects here tonight. We've got Butcher Van, we've got Crispy Bomb, we got Xbot, we got Supersonic. We got everybody here. This is really weird. Lately, like, we either don't do the show or someone's missing. So, Butcher, you want to say what's up to everybody?
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to talk about some topics since we haven't been talking in a long time. And it's good to see everybody in chat talking it up already. This is going to be a good night.
Woohoo. Supersonic, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everybody. It's a fine day to feel. It's going to be lit.
I accidentally muted you.
Hi, everybody. It's a fine day to feel fine. Can't wait for the show. It's going to be lit.
wow, do you have that written down? Because you said that like word for word.
Like a pro.
Like a boss.
Well, we got Crispy Bomb, who changed his Twitter name. Crispy, you want to say what's up and tell everybody why you changed your Twitter name?
I changed it to a high-end bomb because I be playing Division 2, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice.
And yeah, the Leprechauns didn't steal the show today, so y'all, let's go.
I love the Leprechauns. Listen, the Leprechauns, they helped me win $120 last week. That's what I was doing instead of doing this show. So that was pretty awesome. And then we got Xbot. Super
Whoa.
Xbot.
I officially am changing my name to Super Xbot. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anti-VR podcast. That's right,
What?
people. One thing you will not hear through this entire show is anything about virtual reality.
By Xbot.
Hey, agreed.
I'm triggered already.
I know, right?
My work here is done.
What's up, Siberia Garuda Legends? Hello. G-Man, what's going on? JT Gamer, hello. Skull Stomper, hello. And I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. All right, so I want to mention one thing before we get started here, you guys.
I got to change my vape mod batteries.
Okay, that's not what I was going to mention, but cool,
okay.
Xbot, that's great. So I'm using a new microphone today, and everything sounds really different because I don't hear myself talking. So if you hear any unusual, awkward pauses, it's because Xbot's fault. That's why.
I would like to say there is a slight change. You sound like R. Kelly.
Oh.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, he went there.
Wow. All right.
My feelings. What's up, Ice Queen? Well, I guess that's a good. No, not anymore. Never mind.
Not anymore.
So, I hope the mic sounds great. I'm doing a review for a mic. It's called Fine, and I forget the numbers and letters, but it's pretty cool. It actually sounds really good compared to the Blue Yeti. So I'm working on my review, but I wanted your guys' opinion on how I sound. Does it sound better than normal, or?
You sound pretty loud.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
I'll move it away from my face a little.
No, it's good. It sounds awesome.
Naked?
What?
I don't know. In the chat, I guess
naked.
nobody naked.
Nobody naked. Put your clothes on if you are. We don't want to see that shit. All right, so yeah, let's dive into some topics. So what have you guys been playing? I'm gonna start with Crispy Bomb or High End Bomb, whoever you are.
The person playing Division 2. Oh, I didn't say it. Oh, who doesn't get to crack a beer today?
Oh,
I don't know.
No
Oh.
beer.
Are we gonna have a sober show?
Yeah, sounds like
We might have a sober show. This might
So
be bad.
other than Division
knows?
2, what's your favorite game?
Stop it.
I refuse because now you're gonna
Yes.
play Division 2 with me. You won't play Gears with me. Oh, I said it. Oh, jeez.
Ah!
So you'll play Division
Here we go,
2.
people. Drink up.
Division 2 is if you don't like a hard game, do not even bother because it's pretty difficult. I mean, it's not a cakewalk. Definitely not. So having fun with it because I love cover-based third-person shooters. Bam.
All right, Crispy, I'm a little disappointed that you let Xbox hoodwink you into saying Gears, number one. Number two, I was watching Mike Ibarra stream that, and every time I went on his stream, he was down, like, waiting to be revived. So I guess it isn't that easy. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't tried it, but hopefully
It
I
has
will.
its-
I'm gonna get you to try it now, Snaps. You got to try it.
I need
It has its
alcohol.
moments. Like sometimes, like you'll just be out there just completely obliterating the guys and just stomping the ground, and
Yeah.
then other times you'll just get like your ass handed to you, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Oops, did I say that?
Yeah?
No, you did say that. You definitely.
I've never heard you cuss before. Holy crap.
I know.
Wow.
are
We're on a
you?
new realm. What's this sober show doing right now?
Yeah, it's crazy because the game is so good, but at certain points when you just want to get stuff done, and the game puts you into check really quick and says, "Hey, you're not as good as you think you are," and then just completely wrecks you.
You know what? That's good to know because I got to prepare myself mentally, and I still got to get my alcohol.
I can't wait to play. I can't
What
wait.
else have you been playing? Butcher Van. Crispy only plays one game
One
apparently.
game.
I was say two, but we want to leave the other one out of his mouth.
Well, work related stuff keeps me away from playing like a bunch of
Work-related games
so.
are not fun games. PSA.
No, they're not.
All right. No, I feel you on that. It's been a crazy week. Like the week flew by, but it's been crazy. So Butcher, what else have you played other than
The only game I've been playing for the last 2 weeks has been the Division 2. I've got, I think, 65 hours into it now,
Nice?
and yeah, it's I can see myself playing this game all the way up until probably Gears comes out.
Nice.
They
Okay.
will
No
have
more
content.
games. Oh, dude, they have so much content in this game. Like you could just run around the city for hours just picking up loot.
That
Loot.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
you-
fun, but is it
Yeah.
good loot or is it crummy loot? You know?
Yeah, you get all sorts of different stuff. You get weapons, you get armor, you'll get skins, you'll get clothing.
That's good
Everything.
loot. Finally, we get a loot shooter with good loot. Finally.
Yeah, you find it all.
Hey, you
Just
calm
by
down.
running around, you find it all.
Awesome.
Wait, I thought you were gonna go back to Anthem.
Fuck
I
yeah.
am.
gonna go
in
back
6
to Anthem?
months.
6 months from now.
Okay, all right.
Well,
That's what I said, and I'm sticking to it.
You said
Initially,
you weren't even getting the game initially.
I said I was gonna pass on getting the game,
And
and
then?
then I still got the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I said I never said I wasn't gonna buy the game.
But you
That
said
was
you're
the
gonna
thing.
pass on it until after the division.
Yeah, which I was not gonna play the game. But then I decided, you know what, I'll give it a try. Maybe it would be different, and it was exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
And so my intentions were exactly as what I thought it was from playing the betas or the demos.
Mm.
And yeah, so I
All
don't regret buying the game.
Yeah.
It's still a really good game, but it has its flaws, its growing pains. Just
Okay.
like Destiny had.
Mhm.
Destiny had the growing pains, and they grew out of a lot of them.
Don't
but they
you
still keep
dare
making...
put Destiny into this, brother. Why?
What? Hey, Destiny is a really good game, but they had growing pains just as the same.
I don't mind you buying the game either because he bought it for me too. Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. That is true. Look at that. We got Santa Butcher Van.
Told you
Sa-
Santa Claus is real.
Santa Van?
I was,
Santa
I, was,
came early.
I was gonna say Santa Van, but I'm like, man, that sounds a little pervish.
I know. So I wonder what Sonic's been playing.
Guys, come to the Santa Van. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
That's just disturbing, X-Spot. Real quick, before we move on to Supersonic, I am using a new mic, Brian Baker, so let me know how it sounds. I know you said turn it
Put
up.
up your game.
I raised up the sound. There is no game. This is just a plug-and-play mic. I already mentioned this, but
No,
you weren't here.
In OBS, you can click on your mic, go in settings.
I can't for review purposes.
Oh,
But I do want to say hi to Z Black Rider and Saltius, and then
Rob.
What's up, our Rob? Nick Koch, hi. But the JT Gamer had a question. He said, what games should he get for his Nintendo Switch?
Whatever ones you want to play, brother.
Yeah,
Milker Pearl.
I say that all the time. Whatever you're into, get it. Don't necessarily go off of what we say. Just kind of, look through the games. There's a lot of demos and see what you like. It's not like, I don't want to say get a certain type of game and then you don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'll dive into what I've been playing shortly. Supersonic, what have you been up to?
Well, I played VR chat. That's interesting. If you don't know what that is, it's a
you just
social
screwed
game.
up my whole promise right there, brother.
That's because I love VR. So let me tell you this whole story. So you can be about any avatar. You went from like Master Chief to anything.
To a hot dog with a Santa hat on.
Yeah, we were. I was sitting listening to this chick play guitar and stuff, and then Brian Baker comes in, and then we go to the Mortal Kombat place, and we find these jade skins, and she's got boobs that bounce whenever you jump and stuff. So everyone in the room became jade with bouncing boobies. It's awesome.
Bouncing boobies.
I'm gonna have to put that on Twitter or something. I've also been playing. I've been playing Overwatch. They have a new character. He's pretty cool, and the Division a lot.
Nice.
I got carpal tunnel in my hand because I've been playing Division for hours and hours.
I'm pretty sure that's not why, but okay.
and whacking it.
Wow. Wow. You didn't have to tell us all of that. Is that better?
He meant like whacking it to sick beats when he's DJing.
Oh yeah.
It's like the DJ type of whack.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you saved that. Is it louder, Blades? Let me know. All right, Xbot. What have you been playing, and don't spoil it all.
All right. For the most part, it's been a pretty light week, although I did go in really hard on one game, and that is Destiny 2.
Oh, God.
No, well, the thing is, since I skipped Black Armory, I have all the content for Black Armory, and they just started the DLC Joker's Wild, or Season of the Drifter. So I have all that content as well. And now there's so many different things to do that it's like really cool. I can either go into Gambit and play like the 2 new types of Gambit, or I can go into Black Armory and forge a legendary weapon along with everything else, strikes, nightfalls, and stuff like that. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I played this ultra addictive game. Can I say it?
You played an ultra addictive game?
Yes.
Okay.
I was kind of the controls was put into my hand like, you try, we'll take turns.
Okay, I guess so, Xbot. Oh shit.
That didn't sound right.
I just put the wrong vape juice in my vape.
Oh no.
That's gonna be an awkward flavor. Continue.
Tetris 99, people.
Ooh.
The battle royale for every nerd out there in the world. Tetris 99.
That shit's fun.
It is a lot of fun, and you get frustrated and you get upset, and then you just like when you get beat, you automatically start the next round.
I love Tetris.
It's the type of game that like you'll even be like, you know what, I don't want to play anymore, and then an hour and a half later, you already went through another like 5 rounds, and you're still playing the game. It's a lot of fun. Anybody who has the most powerful handheld needs to check this out.
Yeah. I agree. Did we get everybody else?
Yeah, we're good.
Echo, I hear me. All right, so I played Tetris 99 because I finally got my Nintendo Switch. It arrived super fast, so I'm really excited about that. That was the first thing I downloaded other than Snipper Clips because we haven't played that in a long time. What do you call it? JT Gamer. Snipper Clips was something that Xbot and I played a while ago when we first got the Switch, and that game is so much fun.
You were yelling at me. We streamed that. I was
yelling at him. Yeah, we totally streamed that. It's a lot of fun when you play co-op, but you can play alone. I would definitely recommend playing with someone else, though. And then we played Tetris 99, which it's free on Switch if you have the online, because you need the online to play, so that kind of sucks. You can't just kick back and play like relaxing Tetris. You're always playing a Battle Royale style game. And then I played Super Mario Odyssey because I got that too. That was a lot of fun. Xbox.
Oh, you got Mario
yet.
nipples, right?
I got Mario nipples finally.
Woohoo!
And I
Nice.
took a screenshot and then I shared it on Twitter and I was all excited. I did. Excuse me. And then let's see what else. I played some like classic Nintendo games because they all come with the online service. So I played Kirby and a bunch of other shit I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the Nintendo Labo VR?
I pre-ordered the Labo VR and I told Xbox shish, and you know what he did? I sent him the shish emoji, and then he went and told everybody on someone's podcast.
All right. When
Was it
somebody
Mooch's
types out
Crossfire?
words, when
Are you
somebody
go-
types out words and ends it with an emoji, do you look at the emoji or do you
Yes.
just read the words?
Are you gonna unbox your cardboard from your cardboard box that comes?
I might.
Oh, you can save the box that it comes in as a replacement in case you mess up the cardboard for the VR.
I'm gonna unbox the box of boxes.
Don't unbox it too far because then you'll break your VR because it's made out of cardboard.
I did do the Labo VR just so, you know, I could see the difference in the VR and let you guys know. So
G-Man, who's naked?
nobody's naked.
G-Man says somebody's naked.
I don't know. Hold up. I'll tell you which one I got because there's
Yo, OhSnap,
yeah.
it is a party now. You know why?
Why?
Because Lucifer's in the chat.
Woo! What's up,
We got-
Lucifer? Lucifer's my friend. All right, so I only got the $40 one, the starter set. Plus
Wait, you ain't
blaster?
gonna get the elephant trunk? I want to see Xbot run around
I
on
don't
the screen.
have another freaking $40 to drop on that, so I only did the starter set. It's $79.99 for the whole set. That
Actually, the games look cooler than what I thought they'd be. So that's
oh, look at you about to
I'm
flip
not-
flop.
cool. No, I'm not gonna buy cardboard. Trust me.
Oh, OhSnap mentioned nipples. Well, Xbox started it. He said I had Mario nipples, and I do have Mario nipples.
Somebody
yeah?
timestamp that, please.
No.
Please.
What's up, Timma? Timma needs some coffee. Timma, we got some coffee over here. We always got the coffee pot full and ready. But anyways, I don't know. It's been a pretty cool week, but I don't know. I got to play some games, but I had to focus on work because all hell broke out loose, I guess you could say. What's up, Rated Xbox Man, over there on Mixer? All hell broke out last week when I was on vacation, so I'm picking up the pieces this week.
We went to a vape convention.
We totally did. That was so much fun. I got drunk, and then Xbot was being stupid. He threw my phone in a backpack, and then...
No, tell us a story. This sounds pretty interesting.
I didn't do anything to her phone, okay?
Okay. So I'll tell the story, and then we'll let it go.
So in other words,
So
she's going to completely lie through this, and then we got to go for it.
we're at the Vape Expo. I was going to say Xbot. We're at the Vape Expo, and then we're walking around. I hadn't eaten anything all day, and I don't drink, so it's not something that I thought about. I had 2 CBD gummy bears. That was it. And then the people we were with, they were like, oh, they have a bar. And last year there was no bar, so I was excited. I was like, yes, I need to go to the bar. So I went to the bar, got a drink. Xbox was like, you know, you might want to like slow down if you said there's a lot of alcohol in it, because, you know, you could taste it.
Yeah, the first sip. Hold on. The first sip, and she looks at me with her honest face, and she was like, man, they're trying to get you drunk. All right. I'm like, oh, great. Here we go.
It was like really potent. Okay. So then I like chugged that drink down because I was thirsty and water wasn't doing it. So then I went to get another drink, and then all of a sudden Mel's really up. Like, whoa, I think we just lost Xbot. Xbot's talking. Anybody there? Hello?
Oh.
There you go. Now I hear you.
Hey, I hear you.
He was like, hey, gone. So yeah, Xbot, you want to say what you had to say?
Yeah, no. When you went to go get your second drink, you're like, I'm going to get another drink. I looked at you like straight face. I was like, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. While she was buzzed or whatever you want to call her, we went over to the buffet, and as everybody's hanging out, the whole crew we were with, you just see Ohsnaps kind of rocking back and forth a little bit while like standing in line for the casino buffet. It was absolutely hilarious.
I was lit. I was having a good time, and then I ate, and then I felt all right, but I was still a little bit drunk, and then I lost my phone after we got back up to the expo hall, and then I had to go back down to find it, and then long story short, I was almost in tears because my phone was missing. It was not because it was my phone, because I have 3 debit cards in the back of my phone. So, and then, like, what's going through my mind is, oh my God, someone's going to take my debit card. They're going to spend all my money on gambling. I don't have my license, so if I win a jackpot, I can't take any money home. Like, that was, like, the biggest fear of mine, okay, at this point in time. But anyways, I went back up to the expo hall in tears almost, and then I looked in the backpack, and it was there. And that is all. Shut up, it was embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So you lost your phone, you went everywhere in the casino, and you had it
I went
with
back
you
to
all
the
the time?
restaurant, then I went to Lost and Found, and it felt like an hour travel, but it was probably 10 minutes in real life. I don't fucking know. What's up,
I was
Foxy?
wearing the backpack, by the way.
He was, and I called him 17 times, and he didn't answer.
You called your phone with my phone while I was standing right
What's up,
next to you,
Noof?
and nobody heard it. Okay, let's be real here.
Okay.
You can't hear shit in a casino. That's all you hear is ringing and ching ching ding 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 ding.
All right. So, anyways, that's pretty much it.
I thought he
Xbot
was being
wanted
racist
to hear
for a
that
second.
story. Xbot behave. So, anyways, guys, let's dive into some of our topics. Cuphead is going to Nintendo Switch. I don't recommend you get that JT Gamer because I can't even play that on Xbox. It makes me want to break my controller, throw it through the TV. So I'm not even going to attempt that on my Nintendo Switch. I don't want to break my little controllers and then have to buy more.
Imagine how many people are going to break their Switches when they get pissed off.
Yeah, right? That's what I was concerned about. I'm not trying to do that. So anyways, the game is up for pre-order right now and it's $20. I don't know. I feel like since it's been out on Xbox, I definitely wouldn't pay $20 for it. But some people who don't have an Xbox,
It's told you to get good.
I don't know how to get good.
I beat Cuphead.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and Cuphead girl's hot still.
Cuphead girl.
Oh
is hot
no,
still.
here we go.
No, the only thing I have a problem with really is why if we bought it and it's published by Microsoft, why the fuck we got to pay for it again?
You don't have to.
I don't even have a Switch, but I was thinking about getting one because I want to be an elephant running around my house.
That's what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's gonna go to his girlfriend and be like, "Hey, baby, look at my trunk."
That's right. No, Jesus.
This is uncensored Xbot at his finest.
It is a very fun game. It is a hard game. I could see a lot of people getting pissed and throwing their Switches across the room because I came very close to breaking one of my controllers on that game.
Yeah, I
That's
believe
like
that.
that's like some Dark Souls shit, man. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for, because I'm waiting for a parent to buy their kid Cuphead. Like, I would love to see some footage of the kid trying to go through that game. Yeah, to me, I think it would be hilarious. But like, I don't feel like anybody owes anybody anything with the game going on Switch. It's published by Microsoft. It is a smaller title. The development team is not even first party. Like, I don't feel like anybody who bought it on Xbox, like they're entitled to it on the Switch as well.
I'm entitled. I own it. I own the license.
Dude,
Give
are
me
you
it.
a millennial?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
And there we have it.
Well,
I'm Generation X, people. Generation X.
Lucifer has a good point. He says it will sell more Switches when they break them. There you go.
Yep.
What are you guys' opinions on this? Speak up.
Yeah, I think it's smart, to be honest. I mean, it's like a really difficult game to be on the Switch, and I don't feel like people have any complaints about games they play on the Switch. So we'll see how many people complain about it. It'll be pretty funny.
They're gonna be like, it's too hard. No,
I don't
It
know.
is a hard game,
Maybe.
Bot. You
Yo,
were
but-
playing it and bitching at it.
That's beyond. That game's beyond hard. That game
How many
took me
it made
forever
me
to beat.
play the game more, though. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If like every single game, like somebody can hold your hand and you can just go through and beat them all. I mean, what's the point? You gotta have a challenge.
You might as well play Yoshi's Creative World or whatever that is, because
Yeah, you told me what 9 out of 10 for that one. 9 out of 10.
What?
You told me 9 out of 10 for Yoshi's Creative World, right?
I didn't tell you that.
That's what she said. Don't
No.
believe her, people.
I don't even want to play that because I kind of got bored playing the demo. And it's cute. It looks great, but it's very, like, meh.
Cuphead is one of the hardest games I have ever beaten.
I tried it.
Did you feel
I
satisfied?
didn't like it.
I
Did you
loved
feel
it.
satisfied?
Oh God, yeah. Whenever you beat it, you have the best satisfaction ever.
All right, I'm seeing Lucifer in the chat, guys. This is gonna sound weird, but don't trust what Lucifer is saying right there. Nobody said anything about Splatoon coming to Xbox with crossplay. Okay.
That would be amazing, though. Salty says it's Yoshi's Crafted World, so thanks, Salty, because I said Creative World, because I can't remember the words. They're a bunch of C words.
I repeated you, OhSnaps, because I didn't even play the game.
You're fired.
So. You led me down the wrong path, is what happened.
I tried to drown you, but I failed.
Damn.
What about you, Butcher Van? What do you think about Cuphead going to that Switch?
To be honest, I didn't really play Cuphead, and I didn't really care to play Cuphead. I'm not a big fan of the 2D wall type games in general. So, I mean, it looks like a great game, but it wasn't for me.
I agree.
As far as it coming to Switch, I mean, yeah, like Xbot said, you know, it's not an actual exclusively owned by Microsoft and everything like that. So, I mean, I don't see an issue with it.
I think it started out as what they call a second party deal, where a multi-plat or third party developer develops a game, you know, for one platform, and Microsoft published that game. But maybe, you know, the contract went through and now it kind of opened up to where they could put it on other platforms as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's some people out there that are like, oh my goodness, that means Halo might be going to PlayStation at some time. Guys, calm down. I don't see that ever happening unless maybe with cloud streaming. All right. And with cloud streaming, it's not the same. It's not the same experience. All right.
Yeah.
So
Pretty close.
Yeah, see, like when it comes to that, I don't. It doesn't bother me that they are selling it twice. You know, like if you bought it once and then buy it, you have to buy it again. But if it's something like, you know, Microsoft comes out with a game and then they put it on PC, and then they expect you to buy it again, that's
Like
their
the
own
Master Chief Collection.
That's their own first party. To me, that's different to me because then it's their own company, which they have PC and they have Xbox. You should be able to own both on if they bring it out to both systems.
They're doing
if
it
you
with
already bought it once.
Master Chief Collection. They're making us pay for it again.
So, and like a lot of people try to make the argument that, you know, like you're not paying for the 4K version or the updated version or whatever. Honestly, if it's not a full remaster like Resident Evil 2, then I expect it. If they're going to bring it to another platform like PC, then I expect it that if you've already bought it, then technically it should be available to you.
Time out.
That's what I think.
I just gotta say, happy birthday, Nancy.
Happy birthday, Nancy!
We said happy birthday earlier, but we weren't sure whose birthday it is.
Well, now we know who we were talking about.
It's 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐶 wife. Yay.
There we go.
But I apologize for cutting you off.
Yeah, so that's just my standpoint on it, and you know, like it's a controversial opinion, but you know, like if Xbox or Microsoft's trying to get people to play games on PC as well as Xbox, then they shouldn't have to make you pay twice for it. You know. So unless they're going to do like a full-on remaster, then I understand why you're paying the price difference. But if you're just getting it because it has 4K graphics, I mean, there's a lot of Xbox games that have been updated for free that have 4K graphics or the upgraded things that you didn't have to pay shit for. So
yeah.
So hold on, Butcher. My bad. I was getting kind of caught up in the whole Nancy's birthday thing. Are you saying that they're going to be coming out with an update for Cuphead, but they're going to charge for it on Xbox?
No. This was for different situation. Like I'm okay with the Cuphead situation.
I'm about to say.
I was just saying hypothetically the way Xbox, like if they announce that they're going to bring something to, let's say, PC, and then they expect you to rebuy it, but you already own it. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, so you're talking Master Chief Collection?
Not that particular, but something similar.
That's the only one that's really been in the news where I can see kind of like the relation there. But
yeah, it's that kind of situation that like if you already own it and they bring it over and it's not a full-on remaster, then I think that all you have to do is log into your Xbox profile on Windows, and it sees that you own the game, and then it should allow you to play the game on your Xbox, on your PC.
The only problem with that with Master Chief Collection, all right, is that game was not developed with the SDK that was Play Anywhere. All right, okay. So they have to go back into kind of like the core kind of like coding of that game and put it in there. All
okay,
right?
Well, then don't release it and remaster the game and then expect people to pay for
it. I mean, you could go that route, but they decided not to do it that way. And I mean, in all actuality, I don't game on PC. I do see, like, for people out there like Brian Baker who are upset about it's not Play Anywhere. 343 said they're focused on releasing the game on the the platform for PC and without like any hitches or anything like that, and then they're going to consider what they do with Play Anywhere and crossplay after the fact. I mean,
in my opinion, if it's an Xbox game made by Microsoft, then no questions asked. It should be a free game if you already own it. That's just how I feel about it.
I agree.
Of course you would. You're a cheap bastard, Sonic.
That is true. I won't argue there.
I don't know how we started talking about Master Chief, but cool.
Oh, this is classic CCC right here. You talk about.
Well, we were just talking about controversies and people willing to pay for certain things and what they're not willing to pay for.
I don't really like paying for anything. I'm just forced to against my will. But anyways, Cuphead will be coming to your Switch, I believe April 18th. So if you guys are a fan of that and you want to get it, you never got an Xbox and you decide you want to get it, there you go. It's available for pre-order now. Yay!
Wow, it really looked like Sean Murray was saying that, by the way, when I was watching it. That was
beautiful. I've been practicing my keep on track with Sean Murray voice.
He did a GDC speech. It was pretty good, actually. Talking to game developers and crap.
Oh, and now you want to be his fan? Now you want to be his friend?
Well, I think he kind of redeemed himself with all the hard work he did. He didn't lie as much on this GDC.
Brutus says I do need to get Cuphead on Steam. Cuphead does have a lot of great stuff said about it. I didn't play it because I saw Xbox getting frustrated, and I don't have a temper for that. My controller, I think I tried it like 2 levels, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm done." Threw it through my TV and everything. It gave up.
These Switch gamers are gonna get Cuphead. They're gonna be like, "Dang, Xbox is hardcore gamers. This crap's hard, man."
Yeah, you should see me playing Tetris on there. I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna break my controllers already. I just got them, so I don't want to break my controllers. But that Tetris 99 is fucking awesome. I was really. What, bot?
Oh, my bad. I just want to clarify something. When OhSnap said I was getting frustrated, what happens is I'll go to play a game, and OhSnaps will be sitting right next to me, and as I'm playing the game, she asks me questions. She tries to show me things on her phone.
So
that's the frustrating part right there. All right.
So
the game is definitely challenging, but I kind of like, all right, well, I got beat by that. I'm going in again, and I keep going over and over until I beat the level or whatnot. But OhSnaps makes it even more difficult sometimes. You know.
So
Can
So
I ask a question that's off
Nope.
topic? How do you feel about having your Switch again? Is it everything you've always wanted?
I liked
Wow.
it a lot. I had to mute myself so I could cough.
yeah, I
Okay?
heard you hacking over there.
Ah, goddamn. I have to mute two different things because this microphone doesn't have a mute button. So, anyways,
Hello.
I really enjoy having a Switch again. I feel so much happier that it has more games to choose from. I just bought a puzzle game for 49 cents today. Don't remember what it's called, but I really enjoy the Tetris 99. I hope they have more like free games for people who pay for the online, but the online for your family is only $35 for a year. That's up to 8 accounts. So I think that's a really good deal. Just saying.
I want that new Zelda game that's coming out next year.
Oh my god, that's why I got a Switch again. That was one of the main reasons, but I don't know. Like I got Super Mario Odyssey and the other night I sat there and I played it. I don't even know how much time passed. But like time just blew by and I was minding my business and playing. Then I had to go pick up Xbox from work and then I went home and I started playing it again. And then before you know it, it's 1 a.m. and I'm playing Tetris 99. So
Yo,
I'm happy.
OhSnaps, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Since you have gotten your Switch and you have played it,
Mhm.
how many times have you docked it to your TV to play?
None.
Oh my goodness!
The dock is still in the box as if like I haven't even taken it out. It's still in there. I was redecorating the living room, doing some cleaning, moving shit around, and then I'm gonna set that up. So I'm kind of working on the future of like being able to stream and stuff. And then we had that whole situation where we went to go look at a house and it didn't work out. I cried, don't worry, but I didn't want to go crazy in here if we're gonna be moving soon. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I kind of want to get a Switch so I can play Xbox games.
What?
Oh wow!
I was gonna
Wait,
say
did
do it, but then I'm like, no,
Did
you
I
make
say
no
that?
sense. Yeah, you always say some dumb shit. No offense.
Whoops.
Whoops. But yeah, I don't know. I like the Switch. I'm happy with my purchase this time around. I wasn't too happy when I first got it. I didn't really play it much because I didn't.
If you
have
get
anything.
Doom, if you get Doom on the Switch, I'll beat it for you.
I'm not getting Doom on the Switch.
I love Doom.
Buy
Did you
it.
get the controller that looks like an Xbox controller?
No,
No.
not yet. I just have the stuff that comes in the box. That's it. And it's so much
So
fun.
she has to hook up to make the two Joy-Cons, one like controller. It looks
Oh, nice.
it looks like you can put like your dinner on it because it's like flat on the top. You know what I'm saying?
I tried it at GameStop and those buttons are so freaking tiny.
The thing I have the problem with the Switch is the right controller.
Mm-hmm.
The joystick is so low, and that just irritates me. Like the way that it's held. Like if they switched that around and made the joystick higher up on the controller, I feel at the right one.
Yeah.
I feel like it would feel more comfortable. Like it feels kind of awkward to hold in my hands because my hands are so big. Yeah.
I have man hands, so I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I mean, do you feel that too? Like that right joystick's a little low. It should be up a little bit higher.
Because like the only time I have had to use it that I can recall. Okay, no, I used it on Mario too. But it does feel like it's in an awkward place, and I don't take them off like the Switch. Like I just leave them on there right now. But it definitely feels like it's in an awkward position. And when I noticed it was when I was playing the Tetris game, you have to select like an option to kind of like if you want to go after people random or select certain type of thing. You have to select it with your right stick, and I kept missing the stick. I know it's like really weird, but I kept going past it with my hand.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
No?
I do.
All right, check this out. Our oldest is 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the Switch come into the house.
He sees every package come into the house, and he's like, "What's that? What's that? What's that?"
It reminded him that he has a PS4 that he has not used.
That was
Guys,
me.
guys, he is selling his PS4 just so he can get a Nintendo Switch. What does that tell you?
But it tells me, ew.
Wow. Okay. But the thing is, he literally hasn't touched that in probably maybe a year, close to a year. I wouldn't say 9 months to a year, and it's just got dust on it. You know?
Yeah.
He doesn't
He
play.
has not used it. He's got Uncharted 4, which he played a couple times, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, and he just veered away from it. Doesn't really play anything on it. His aunt and his grandmother pay for his Xbox Live. He let his PlayStation Plus run out, and he's just like, I don't really care about it, and I'd rather have a Switch.
He has a Switch. He he doesn't have a Switch. He has an Xbox. He has his gaming PC. He has his HTC Vive. So I don't know. Like I told him, we'll sell it. We'll get it on Mercari or whatever, and then because he'll get more on Mercari than he will taking it over to GameStop. They're just gonna rip him off anyway. Well, that's the plan, though. But he does want one.
Vape.
What? Oh. So I told him he can play mine if he buys his own controller, because I'm not letting them touch my Joy-Cons at all.
You don't share at all, do you?
No, they're my toys, and they're going to break my toys, and then I'm going to get mad, and then I'm not going to talk to the kids anymore, so it's not worth it. Get your own controller, and I'll let you play.
You should get Cuphead and let him play it and see how long your Switch lasts.
How about he gets his own Switch, he gets Cuphead, and we'll see how long his Switch lasts. How about
That's
that?
a good idea, too. I want to Switch.
One of the 11-year-olds wanted to actually play the Switch in its handheld form. And she was like, she just looked at him like, boy, you crazy.
I won't.
Crazy.
I told them, and I was talking to Xbot about this, getting like, one of the controllers. They're like $25 if you get one that plugs in. I'd rather do that than them actually touch my Joy-Cons. And I know that's what they want to do.
That's so bad.
What the fuck?
You guys are immature assholes. I'm done.
You just don't share.
Note
Sharing
to all
is
the
great.
parent gamers out there, never let your kids touch your Joy-Cons, okay? It's a bad time.
Yeah.
I want to get a Switch, but I want them to have like a Switch Pro or something with a better battery life.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens in the future. All right, so guys, Apple may be announcing a new game subscription service. Ah, I dropped my vape.
Did you fall down? Are you still drunk at the casino?
Oh, snaps. I'll cover your nose. You fall down the stairs, okay?
What?
That's what it sounded like when she was at the casino.
No, guys, I was sleeping, and I guess I said that in a very kind of like evil tone while I was sleeping.
He said that he was talking to somebody in his sleep, and he is like, I'll cover your nose and you'll fall down the stairs. But he said in this really weird, maniacal, evil voice. And I was like, okay. And then I realized he wasn't talking to me. And okay, but anyway. So Apple is planning on doing their own Netflix for gamers type of thing, potentially. It may be announced tomorrow. And I'm seeing like a pattern here, you guys.
Uh-oh.
What is this? And I had some notes on this, and I honestly forgot where I left my notes. But
they might be down the stairs.
Huh?
They might be down the stairs.
When I fell down the stairs. It's gonna exclude free-to-play content. But I think it's pretty interesting that Apple's gonna try to get a game service with people are gonna pay for the service monthly. I know Supersonic is really excited about more subscriptions. You'll have it on Apple. You're gonna have it on PS4. Have it on Xbox. Everything is going to be a subscription service. Do you guys remember when subscription boxes started? Like, what was the one for gaming? I know someone knows.
Loot box.
Not only that.
Loot crate.
Before that, it was where you can get the games in the mail. What the hell was that called?
Oh, GameFly.
GameFly. Thank you. All right, so I did GameFly. God, I don't even know how many years ago. Okay, so I had GameFly, and then there was the loot box, and now there's all types of box. You can get nuts sent to your door. You can get everything sent to your door. And now that's like the next thing is subscriptions, because you have to get a subscription to those or do a one-time box. But now it's like Apple's going to have a subscription service, Sony, Xbox, You know, I'm sure Nintendo Switch will have a subscription service. If they don't already, I don't even freaking know.
Well, no, Nintendo is actually messing around only in Japan right now, but basically cloud streaming games. There's a couple of them. Biggest one is Resident Evil 2. They're actually cloud streaming it to a Switch, to like Switches in Japan, and so they're dabbling in it as well.
Oh shit! What is going on? What year is it?
I don't know. Maybe it's
creating
something
Beyond
that,
Limits. Long time no see, buddy.
maybe it's something that there's a certain YouTuber out there. He talks like gaming news, does live streams and stuff on his channel. I think like as far as like a year ago, he was talking about how these companies would love to go streaming service, and certain people that he talks to, does shows with, was like, man, that's like 15 years down the road, and it looks to be a little bit closer to that than that. People, just saying, throwing it out there.
Who you might be referring to, but
I think it's like X-Butt or
It's
9 or something.
X-Botronomus.
We need a T-shirt.
Exclusives, I think, they're all going in. Everybody's going in. The only people that have really purchased anything is Microsoft. Microsoft's been purchasing the heck out of developers. It's going to happen. Like it's not going to happen immediately, but everybody is all in on this. Like, of course, Apple and Google are like, "Oh, we're going to get you." Well, what do you got to offer? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to have to offer as being Xbox fans, but it's there. It's in place. You know what I mean? It's not just like some smoke and mirrors. Like they got to be making something. They're working for something. They're getting paid for a reason. So we'll see what happens. But clearly Microsoft for once was slightly ahead and said, hey, we're actually just far enough ahead to say, what you gonna do now?
What you gonna do now, brother?
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing because you ain't got nobody to buy anymore. You better start developing your own stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm happy about all this because it's just funny how everybody like struck Xbox down for saying this, that, and the other thing, and all of a sudden it's coming to fruition. And everybody's going to see that like streaming is going to happen. Games as a service is going to happen. And Xbox, yes, they've been annoying us with Game Pass and they've been saying Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. But there's a reason for it because they do have foresight. And for once, they were actually just far enough ahead to not totally turn everybody off.
Yeah.
And now they're at the point where it's like, okay, we've made these purchases. God only knows at E3 we can hear more purchases. Okay, they could have already done it. We don't even know. And that's what's funny about this is now like people are, if we're gonna go into that games as a service thing, Xbox does have a slight advantage right now.
Why is that, do you think?
It's just because they've made the proper purchases. They're not just saying, hey, we're buying like triple A, like the best developers. And I get it. Like PlayStation comes out with some great single player story driven games. I understand that. And they do have some of the best developers, but they are few and far between compared to the amount, the mass that Xbox has invested in. And they just did it just at the right time because, if Apple and Google were completely in, they have just as much money and they could have done the same thing. And they weren't quite all in, but they probably see maybe numbers from Game Pass or something simple like that.
Yeah.
And they say, you know what? We need to get our heads in the door. We need to say, okay, we're here. But it might be too little too late. Just saying.
Do you feel like Microsoft might be like ahead of the curve by purchasing all these developers? Do you think their studios? Do you think that's
I
give
think
them a
so
nice
only
advantage?
because I think so only because I think they're willing to go to any platform and make the money.
Yeah.
Rather than just say it's exclusive. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think you're going to see certain titles, on other platforms just to have that established. But at the same time, you see Cuphead go to Switch. You see these things like it might be a second party developer that developed that one game for them. They might say, you know what? Go ahead. let's make that money off that because we still have publishing rights, and that's the way it goes.
If you don't mind, I just want to give a shout out to Legends in the chat, and he was saying how he was streaming on PC in 2007, and dude, you already know PC, they kind of they get things done first over there because it's open platform, so different companies, so they'll decide to go different directions and everything like that. I feel that when it comes to Xbox and what's going on within the games industry, and even more focused on the console, I feel like Microsoft and Xbox, they're a little further ahead because Microsoft took a lot of time to really flesh out their server farms. They have the biggest server farm, like they have the biggest public cloud in the world. That's bigger than Amazon, that's bigger than Google, that's bigger than anybody out there. All right, and within Xbox, when it comes to game streaming, they've been focusing on the problem of latency. And I feel like that's where they have spent a lot of time trying to overcome that problem, which is why we're probably going to have a stream box in 2020, for people who want to play those games, on TV, but with the lowest amount of latency and stuff like that. So that's where I think Microsoft is ahead of the game, because they're not just throwing it out there, but they did their research and development, and Microsoft themselves built the Azure platform to be the biggest one out there as well.
R&D, that's what I hear from your name, from what you're saying, Xbot. R&D.
Yes, sir.
That's what, Microsoft's been behind. They've been too far ahead. Now I just feel they've hit that sweet spot. They're hitting the sweet spot. And now every other company around them, all these, billion-dollar companies are all like, yeah, we can't let this just happen. You know what I mean? And now they're like, oh, we got to throw our hat in the ring. Like, hey, we're here.
Well, to bring it back on topic, I think it's funny with iPhone. Apple's kind of like game streaming service that they're talking about, saying kind of like no free-to-play content. Isn't that so like Apple anyway? Freaking lock out anything like that and just try to totally control their own ecosystem, like with an iron fist.
That's Apple, dude. Apple make you buy their controller, their plug-in, their USB stick thing. Like I stay away from Apple. But
and then when it updates, you're gonna have to get everything all new because it's all gonna fucking fail. Apple, I liked the iPhones, but once the updates hit, I had a 6, and we got our 6 like right before the updates, maybe like 6 months. And then it screwed the phones over pretty bad. I don't like Apple anymore.
Don't they have like an Apple mini pod or some shit like that? It's like a tiny PC for the living room or something.
Apple TV?
No, it's called Apple Mini Pod.
They
Apple
have
Pod.
iPads. They have iPods. I don't really know what you're referring to.
Not the iPod. It looks like a console, but you stick it in your living room.
They were talking about doing a console a while ago, but I don't think they ever did.
I can't wait for, like I said, the market's going to get oversaturated with subscriptions. Welcome Apple to Cloud Wars. Console wars are over. We got Cloud Wars now.
But the funny thing was, me and a couple other YouTubers out there, when everybody was talking like, "What the hell is Xbox doing?" Their competition, Sony, is doing this and doing that, and like me and a couple other people were like, "Well, Google is about to step into the ring. There's rumors that Amazon and Apple are about to step into the ring." Like, when it comes down to it, Microsoft doesn't look at Sony and it's like, oh, wow, that's our competitor. They look across, like, over Sony's head. Even though I know Sony sold a shit ton of hardware this year and everything, but when you look at how deep the wallets are for research and development, for just buying out studios, for developing games, for being in there in the long run, they look right over Sony's head and they're like, yo, we see Google coming, we see
They gotta
Apple
look out for Amazon. Amazon's taking over everything. I'm sorry to cut you off, Bob, but that's a really good point. Amazon, actually, a lot of Xbox's revenue probably comes from Amazon too, because I know a lot of people pre-order on there, especially digital codes, instead of just going right to Microsoft. Especially when I'm gonna buy a game for like someone else, if I do a giveaway or whatever. I purchase them from Amazon sometimes. So.
Well, you can't purchase. Well, pretty soon you won't be able to purchase PlayStation 4 game codes on Amazon. You know that, right?
I'm so heartbroken, especially with the PlayStation I don't have.
But that's a shocking thing. Like they're not letting GameStop or Best Buy or Walmart or anybody, including Amazon. They're taking away the ability for people to buy, codes to digital games. And they're like, well, you can do it on the PlayStation Store, so you don't need all those other places.
Or you can buy the disc. Like I walk by these things at Walmart too. They have all these digital codes and GameStop. I always just roll my eyes when I see it. I'm like, it's wasted space.
I don't buy like any hard disk games from Walmart or consoles or anything.
Lady, what was the last physical disc we bought? Let's be real here.
It was a PlayStation one, and I don't remember which one, but it had something to do with little people things. Not people.
You're gonna get better deals on the console anyway. Like the summer sales and the winter sales, they're like games are dirt cheap. So just go buy Sony credits. Microsoft might do the same shit.
Sony, because I don't have a PlayStation anymore.
But I mean, I could see everyone doing that.
Why can't you purchase the codes on there, or in the future? Why won't you be able to?
On what?
Oh, because well, the information came out that Sony is actually retracting the rights for those companies to do all that.
Okay.
They haven't come out and officially announced it. It's something we actually covered on next podcast, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy to see. I think Sony's kind of, when they're at the top of the heap, they get kind of like a little cocky there. And I think this is one of the things that it's a sign that Sony might be getting that way right now, because they're like, you know what, screw all you guys. The gamers will buy the digital games on the PlayStation Store, and there's still a stigma about the PlayStation Store. There's still people who don't want to put their credit card number on their console.
You don't have to if you buy one of the Sony cards that they're still going to sell, though.
No, they're
gift cards.
They're just doing the games. Like you can still get gift cards and shit like that. So I mean, I'd rather
they're not going to stop selling gift cards. It's just the games. But the real thing about it is they had to have known what the actual turnaround is and buying those cards in the store. I've seen them inside Walmarts and Targets and all those places, and GameStops. They're on the little racks. But let's be honest, how often have you actually gone in there and be like, I'm going to buy that? Versus you could just go up to the desk at, like, let's say GameStop, and you could be like, hey, I want to get the digital version. And then he'll just print it out on your receipt. So why would you buy the card anyways?
That's a good point.
Well, you won't be able to buy the digital version. You can't walk up to him and be like, just say Last of Us 2.
But what I'm saying is the turnaround was probably not all that great, especially since a lot of the guys, most people were buying gift cards anyways. So most people would just get a gift card and then redeem the gift card in the store. So there's really no purpose to having a digital code anyways.
I bought digital codes from like GameStop and stuff like that. Especially if I went in because I traded in a whole bunch of stuff and I had a card, and depending on how much was on the card, I would look at it. I would think about what I wanted, and
then here's the other thing I'll throw at you. A lot of these retailers like Walmart and Target and GameStop and stuff, like when they sell their digital stuff, they usually sell them for full price, and you can usually get them for a better deal on the PlayStation Store or on the Xbox Store. So. Because they actually update their pricing a lot better than said Walmart or Target or GameStop.
But dude, it's kind of funny how much things have changed within 5-6 years or so. Because beginning of this generation, Xbox talking about all digital, and people out there are like, well, you can't do that. You can't do that because of the partnership with like GameStop and Best Buy. Like, what are they gonna do in terms of physical game sales and stuff and it's switched in a very short amount of time, if you think about it, to the point where a company's like, you know what, you guys can't sell our digital codes for games. We'll do that here. it's all good.
Here's the thing I find funny when people always make the argument about digital games and you don't own the licenses and everything to it, so you don't own the game. And here's my thing with it that I find really funny. It doesn't matter because when the company shuts the server off for the game that's online only, the game is useless anyways. So then you just have a freaking coaster on your desk anyways. So like 99% of the games that are coming out now require online conversation. If the company shuts the servers down and they're saying, "Hey, we're no longer going to update this game," given there are some games that have a single player story you can play that doesn't require online always, they're still going to shut down the multiplayer side of it. You know, like eventually. EA's been known for it. Look at all the past Tiger Woods games; those are all dead. I have 6 Tiger Woods games and none of them work because they shut all the servers down on all of them.
Sucks.
You remember MAG?
Yeah.
That game was awesome. It had like 200 people on a server that you were just freaking in this war zone. I thought that game was amazing, and then they shut the servers down and the game was trash. You know, like it's the same thing. Like you can go buy the game, physical or digital, but technically when they shut the servers down, the game's trash anyways.
Yeah, no, and you're right, because they shut the servers down, and then what happens? It goes to peer-to-peer. If not, if they really truly shut it down, but I mean,
otherwise, once they shut down the servers, if it was dedicated, your game is done. It's not going to work.
I mean, go try to play any game from like Xbox 360. It's mostly like peer-to-peer. So you're right, and they do. I can't have the experience. Like I'm so used to like having dedicated servers that like I just don't even want to play it because like if that person
more of the games are like that. They're becoming more heavily online focused, and once the game becomes so server dependent, I mean, the only way to do it is have it be peer-to-peer, but still you're losing a lot of functionality.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out.
That's why Sony's games, like if you actually look at a lot of Sony's games, a lot of those are single player story driven, and you can still play them to a degree offline. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, like they just won't even work if you're offline. So.
Well, I thought you could play them offline, but yo, I want to give a shout out to Gerudo Legends again, who basically pointed out when it comes to PlayStation and buying games on the PlayStation Store, if you have it, use your PayPal. You don't have to put your card on it. Just use your PayPal.
That's what I do. I use my PayPal.
Great point there.
That's what we did also, Bot.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me when you said that. I was like, yeah, I think we did that a couple times.
Is it sad though that you have to think about that? Like I have literally purchased everything on Xbox Live, and I have never worried about it. Like I really haven't.
Can I say one thing too? Nick in chat says latency is a big issue, especially with online gaming when he lives in Alaska and his latency is usually 70 to 100. And that's the same thing with these streaming things. Like a lot of the companies were like, "Oh, well, it's 10 milliseconds," but they're like right next to where it's the best results. You know, when you start mixing it out to farther areas or different internet types or everything, it always comes down to latency. And I remember we had this conversation like 3 months ago, back I think it was in December, and I had the argument with Crispy about latency, and I was telling everybody, I said it's fine and all, but a lot of parts in the world are not near any of these data centers, and their latency is a lot higher than a lot of other people that have a lot closer locale.
But Butcher, that's where I think like Xbox is a little bit ahead of the game with having so many server farms, so many what they call edge sites all over the world. And when it comes to Alaska, I don't think they have to worry too much because with, Redmond being in Washington State, I'm pretty sure they got a pretty hefty server farm over there. When you're looking at it, it's going to be better all the way around.
You're still being heavily dependent on your internet. It doesn't matter, like, yeah, you're directly talking to the server, but your internet is still, like, from your internet, it's still going through your network provider and then to their server farm.
Well,
So
and that's where I think like what Google is thinking about, possibly Apple as well, and Xbox is, especially with Xbox, because they're coming out with a console and they're doing the whole xCloud thing. What I think they're doing is if people kind of pick this up and start using it and stuff like that on multiple devices, that's really good. I feel like they're really going to hammer it home once 5G is kind of like widespread throughout the country. That's when I think that they're really going to hammer it home, because then you're not going to be talking about latency in your internet service provider so much, because with I don't know if you looked into what 5G is.
Oh, I looked into it, and
yeah,
did you know how much actual infrastructure they would have to place before 5G
But dude,
becomes?
Trump is signing off on all that, man. Trump
but
I want it, and I want it quick.
5G is like 100 times faster than what you already have.
It's a lot faster, but they'd have to have like freaking nodes every single place everywhere, and that takes time and money.
Well, that's what they're planning on doing, and
4G still isn't rolled out everywhere.
They're already coming out with 5G phones and everything like that, so they have their plan in place to put it out there.
I don't know. Everybody said the same thing about 4G, 3G, 2G, 1G. It always comes up to a new thing. So soon, in 10 years, when they get the streaming out, everybody's going to be like, 6G is going to be the thing that changes everything.
I said the solution a long time ago. It was like I think like 5-6 podcasts ago. You have to do it off everybody's phone, which the only problem it causes is people hacking. But if they could figure that out, it would absolutely put 6G into fruition, because they're not going to do it with 5G.
Bullshit.
That's what they're thinking, and I mean, if you look at the companies that are jumping into the whole game streaming thing,
my phone still constantly drops out of 4G into 3G.
That happened to me the other day, like 2 days ago.
See, that doesn't happen to me for some reason.
You don't even look at your phone.
My phone will be in 3G. I'll even be in 1X.
Yeah, I am not a cell phone zombie, okay? I don't look at it all the time.
I don't know what 1X is.
That's like that's like basic call.
Oh.
That's with nothing other than just basic call.
What provider do you have?
I have Verizon, but you know that's the thing.
That is no. They're supposed to be the greatest of all time. So
unacceptable.
That's unacceptable.
A lot of people are depending on this technology to be streamlined, and it's never that way. There's always these outliers.
Well,
like Brian Baker was saying in chat.
Butcher, as of right now, because we're just starting to see these things like come out, you know, xCloud is going to be tested this year to come out next year. All right, this is the start of things. Like, I don't think like if people are trying to get a console, a game run natively type experience from game streaming, you're going to be disappointed. All right. But as they keep going and moving into the
isn't that what they're hyping people up for? Like the whole Stadia thing? Like basically that was getting a lot of people hyped for this. And then when they try it, they're going to be all disappointed. Oh, this is shit service.
Well, yeah. And it's up to the consumer to actually do research on it and not take what the corporation is saying as, well, that's what they said, so it must be. I think we've learned that, living in today's day and age, that when companies say, this is what it is, it's like, well, man, I'm going to have to look into that to see if it's exactly what it is.
And I get it.
Just say no.
I get it. The whole Stadia launch, like with their announcement, it was at GDC. That's for developers, and so it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't technically. I mean, it is technically for the world to see, but it was more of a thing. It was more of a thing telling developers, "Hey, this is what we got coming up in the future. Here's how to get excited for it and what to expect." You know, and then a lot of people just blew it out of proportion.
I feel so bad for OhSnaps right now. We were talking about Apple, and I don't know if we're hitting
off topic.
I don't know if we're hitting any other topics. The conversation, I feel, it's absolutely great.
The conversation fire right now.
Can we get back to Apple? Because what the fuck is Apple going to bring to the table? What is Apple going to do? I mean, Google has YouTube, Amazon has
Apple has iPhone slaves, okay?
They're gonna iOS
Van
your face.
said, Gaga, I need a beer.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Blade said, coffee casuals and cell phones. Indy gave him a beer, and I just took my phone out of the case that it's been in forever, and realized that my phone has scratches all over the side of it.
That's Xbot's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone is pretty.
Fuck
my
off,
phone's still
Xbot.
pretty.
No, seriously, you guys. I never take my phone out of the case, and there's scratches all over the side of it. And this all started because 5G, 4G, 1X.
Just wait till you take your Switch out of that deck.
I need to go get water. Guys, hold it down, okay?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
next topic.
Oh, that's what I was doing, but I had to reboot my phone.
Let me clear my throat.
All right, so.
You the man, Crispy.
Shut the front door, bot. Okay. Yes,
Skull
you are
Stepper
the
says
man.
Apple equals
Did he shut the
iOS
front
bot
door?
fix.
So Sony's doing a state of play. It's the first episode of many coming. They're gonna showcase new game reveals, trailers, news, and I think it's gonna be focused around indies, but I'm not sure for PS4 and PSVR. And it's pretty interesting because both PlayStation and Xbox are kind of taken after Nintendo. I believe it's Nintendo Direct, and doing something similar. But the state of play is supposed to be coming on tomorrow. I'm not sure what the time was. I forgot, honestly, but you can watch it on Twitch. I don't know if you can watch it on Mixer. I know definitely YouTube, GameSpot, a bunch of places. Do you guys have any emotion about this? Like, what do you think they're going to show? I know Supersonic's probably excited about some VR shit.
Yep, I want to see some VR games. I think they're going to show Persona, something, maybe their Bloodborne 2 thing, probably their baseball game. Like VR, like it's not really something you can show like at an E3 or something, but something like this would be good for it because it's really hard to show off virtual reality games. But yeah, I mean, I have no clue, but I don't expect anything huge or anything. I wish we could see the next VR PSVR 2, but I know that's not going to happen yet.
Well, they're going to be showing games, okay, games, and you can kind of show off a VR game. The first VR game that I really saw and paid attention to was the one I still don't have, the one from Insomniac. What the hell was it called?
Edge of Nowhere.
Edge of Nowhere. And that game, I was like, I need to get that, and I need VR, and it looked really cool, and then I still haven't gotten it, but...
It's a good game.
Games is Norman Reedus with a baby bubble on him, and that's the games. And that's the discussion. Okay, like they're gonna show the same like 4 games they've been showing. They might show some new stuff.
But they're supposed to have game reveals, trailers, news, and more.
Persona Royal.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if I mean, we are in like North America, so I'm just saying like certain games I'm just like not into. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on nobody for it, and I get it. Like you like that type of game. I just either don't care or can't beat it. And if you're gonna show me stuff that I've already seen at E3, I don't even want to watch it. I'm going to watch it just for the purpose.
Oh, shoot, that's tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. Pacific time. I just looked into the time.
That's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, beautiful. I will be at work as usual.
Anybody want to join live stream? Check it out live.
I'll be at work, so I'm sorry.
So
I can't help you.
I might join you if you want me to.
Now, I'm reading.
I'll hype up the VR.
I won't talk.
Oh God, the VR.
You have the mic.
What happened to what Xbox said? This is a non-VR podcast. What the fuck?
What? This is always a VR podcast since I got VR. Okay.
All right.
My word doesn't mean that much here, man.
My knee went down. I bow. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. So my thing is like GameSpot. It says Microsoft has taken a leaf out of Nintendo's book and announced a new direct style stream centered around indie titles coming to Xbox One. That one's gonna be called ID at Xbox Game Pass. The first episode will air March 26th, so it's Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So you got Xbox. Well, you got Sony's new show that's reveals and shit. Who knows? Coming up tomorrow. And then the next day after that is going to be Xbox, and I feel like they're kind of going tit for tat. Like, am I the only one who sees this?
Holy shit! I can't wait for a fucking Game Pass show. That's what I've been always waiting for.
Another inside Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't even care. Fuck it. Who cares?
Inside Xbox
Goodbye.
showcases that main whatever they're talking about that month. You know, like they have
the bigger games, bigger games, bigger announcements and stuff like that for Inside Xbox.
They should just have the Cuphead chick host it.
That would be beautiful, but I don't know if they will.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I will say this, Xbox. Why the hell do we want to hear about another Sea of Thieves freaking DLC? Jesus.
Well, because the DLC has been fire for that game. Dude, I can't wait until April 30th, man, getting into the kind of like the story narrative with the oh man, what the hell was it called again?
See, you don't even know.
I forgot.
No, but
Case closed.
It's actual story content in the game.
The adventurous skeleton.
Just come play Division 2 and then we'll talk, Xbox. It's okay.
I'm still gonna get hyped over Sea of Thieves, man. For
Dude,
what they're showing.
Like loot. Xbox likes loot. Come play Division.
Sea of Thieves update. They had it more.
And I'm still gonna be playing Destiny, by the way. And yes, I am shaking my head and wagging my finger.
What the hell happened to State of Decay? That's what I want to know. That shit is just like it doesn't exist anymore.
It got to the last state of
it
decay.
Died. Okay, like this is games as a service. Like sometimes Xbox just fails, and like people love that game. Like I know so many people that love that game, and it's just they haven't done shit with it.
Yeah, that's when Xbox did their summer.
State of Decay. They just came out with an update where they added 2 new.
So announce it.
Like, come on, man.
No one's playing that shit.
Dude,
I didn't even know, Bot.
How come I knew about that?
Because you know things and you know people, Bot.
You
but for the average casual like me, if you don't tell me, I don't fucking know because Xbox didn't tell me.
Exactly. Thank you.
Fishing in Sea of Thieves, by the way.
What?
Fishing?
Yeah.
When?
I'll be there. She's like, I'll be there.
When?
I get on
April 30th.
People have been asking for fishing since like the first month of the beta.
Don't know?
Or the alpha. We've been asking for
competitive arena, fishing.
Well, Xbox didn't tell me.
We just want fishing, Xbox. That's it.
God damn, that fishing and that competitive. Oh wait, it's
fishing and a beer.
I
don't
would
drink beer, but I'll watch you guys drink beer, and I'll drink something else. Like
now, I just want to get in there and play so I can do some drunk fishing.
Oh,
there you go.
You could
fall
get
right on.
And
fall right off the
boat.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would
totally like catch a fish and then throw up all over it.
Oh, do it.
Oh, it's called, okay. But the story narrative is called Tall Tales.
Okay.
Like, I think you kind of like reenact certain kind of like scripted adventures from like previous pirates or something like that. They haven't put out all the information of exactly what you're getting in that, but it's one thing that a lot of people have been asking for in this game is an actual kind of like story behind it where you actually, complete things, go to a goal, have narrative, cutscenes, stuff like that, and that's all coming April 30th.
Excuse me. Okay.
I'm excited for that. I said once they put that story narrative into the game, I'll be there day one.
All right. So everybody who's gonna go fishing, we'll all do like a co-stream and all get drunk and go fishing, and then puke on our fish.
Oh, you could get drunk on that rum you like. Kraken.
Kraken. Oh, and I meant to ask you, is the Kraken still lacking?
Unfortunately, it depends on what you mean by lacking.
Is the Kraken well endowed under the water?
I never checked under his flipper, so I don't know.
You should have.
Why did I get on the Sea of Thieves? Jesus.
Well, Nick said, yeah, we're also getting harpoons on our ship, so this way we'll be able to like hunt down the megalodon and catch it and like stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I say we all get drunk in co-stream. How about that? Anything else is whatever.
Then we don't
if there's fishing, that's the only way I'll play.
Yeah, there's fishing. April 30th, guys.
I'm down.
April 30th.
I'm gonna download it now, Xbot. I'm gonna download it because I get to fish.
You
Do you hear that,
a month. You
really
still have a month.
drunk.
Phil Spencer, you need to hire me. Do
Hire
you hear that?
Xbot. Everybody tweet Xbox and tell them to hire Xbot because now we're all going to play a game on Game Pass that we already played that we said we weren't playing anymore.
Well,
I didn't play it
a month
yet.
from now, Mortal Kombat will be coming out soon. So
Oh yeah, fuck
Actually,
fishing.
I think that's a better topic. Oh, I think it
Yeah.
is.
Takeover.
let's see,
That's a
go
segue.
fishing or cut somebody's head off in Mortal Kombat.
I don't like cutting people's heads off. Thank you. It's gross.
Yeah, you used to do MK stream. Get out of here. You're come on.
I missed that.
I remember.
I'm
I've
a
been watching
changed
way too
man.
long.
I'm a changed man. Let me live, okay?
She's seen the light.
Wait, Xbot, what are you doing over there? I'm just saying.
I plead the thief.
All right, so they had the noob Cybot reveal, and I know Xbot. Okay, Xbot tweeted about it, and I was just like, he was like, watch this, oh my god, and I'm like, cool. It's just not my thing. Like, I think it's a great game. Like, I love Mortal Kombat X. Okay, I play it, I have fun, but I'm not one of those people who droozle over the characters, and I don't really care that
Oh,
much.
snaps. He threw somebody into a portal in the ground.
I know, you told me.
His shadow held his opponent by their ankles.
That was cool.
Upside down, and he just started punching him in the head. Like,
And then he ripped him open, and then that turned me off because I don't like seeing the insides. Okay, that's not my thing.
No, Mel, we should play because I'm not totally into Mortal Kombat, but this has definitely got me interested. The X-ray thing was like far-fetched. It was like it was too much.
Yeah.
Like you constantly do the same thing. Like if you got the X-ray, it was constantly the same thing over and over again. If I get the X-ray, I'd beat people with that, and I'm like, I feel bad. I don't feel like it was like really a fair fight. And they've brought the defense, offense, and you could see it. And like, yes, they showed 𝐒𝐿𝐵, whoever was playing as him, doing everything they wanted. But 𝐒𝐿𝐵, you have to realize, I remember back in like MK2, MK3, like he was just a shadow. Like it feels different, and I like it. I like it a lot. Like and not only that, but playing MK10 enough to say, okay, you know what?
Cybot 448. Sorry.
The problem is that the X-ray is so powerful, but it's cool. Like it's cool to see people. Like it reminded me of Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. Anybody ever play that game?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, somebody at least did.
Tenchu
Wrath of Heaven used to go into, and this is back on PlayStation 2, used to go into the whole like skeletal type thing, and you would do like a finishing move, and you'd like break their skull, you'd snap their neck, you'd slice them in the throat.
Oh, gross.
You know what I mean? It was very like, but the problem is that feels repetitive. This doesn't feel repetitive. I think this is the perfect time that Xbox said, we're going to have marketing rights to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was so like that, just what you tweeted out, Xbox. I was like, my God, like this is even better than what I saw before. You know what I mean? I think they're still working on this game. That's the way I see it. Like I'm like these guys aren't messing around, dude. Like this made me feel like it was more realistic. It was like in your face like type fighting game, which you don't get all the time. Like yes, we've played the old MKs, we played the old Soul Calibers, like or the old freaking Tekkens, and they've always had like this little thing. But it feels like that little thing is so much bigger now because it's really a little thing. Like you have your defensive, like you could block them or whatever, and then all of a sudden you can go into like an offensive move. Like this is some next level fighting things from what I see.
Okay. So my question here is, Well, first let me make a statement and then I'll ask the question. Number one, I was just talking to Xbot about this, especially because Mortal Kombat 11's coming out soon, is going back to doing our community game because we played that a lot when we did community games, right? So we want to do a night where we're streaming community games, Mortal Kombat obviously being one of them, and then some of those crazy games that Butcher Van sent our way. What the hell were they called, Butcher?
Which ones?
The ones
Talking
where...
about Jambox? Jambox?
I don't know, where you got to rap and stuff and your wife always kicks her ass.
Oh, yeah.
She's nasty at rapping.
Jackbox games.
Jackbox games. So we want to do more community nights where we do Jackbox games, Mortal Kombat 11, only because we had such an awesome turnout in the past. So we're definitely going to be getting it. We're definitely going to go back to community game nights. But the question is, are we getting the premium edition or the regular edition?
Well, the DLC, first DLC is going to have Shang Tsung.
Yes, but is that with the premium edition?
Yeah, premium edition gives you the at least the season 1 character pass.
Okay, good, got it. Pre-order
Hey,
now.
I think I just read this wrong. I don't know if I'm reading this wrong, but is Firestorm coming out tomorrow for Battlefield 5?
Oh shoot!
Don't
it
say that.
says
I just pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, it says watch the original Battlefield 5 Firestorm reveal trailer, a new battle royale mode available to all Battlefield 5 players on March 25th.
That would be tomorrow.
Holy crap!
I have to.
I didn't know.
Tomorrow's
I didn't know that it comes out tomorrow.
I got the day off.
I thought you guys said a month from now.
It says March 25th on here.
I thought
On
it was
their-
supposed to be March. So hold on, let me look. Excuse me.
That trailer is fire. If you
It's-
guys haven't seen it.
I'm only seeing March
Yo,
2019.
literally, it's fire, man.
Oh,
A Ring of Fire.
Shut up, cause I just was getting ready to play this other game.
Did you
The
just
hell
say
is
shut up to us?
No, I did.
How dare you?
I did.
Me,
I don't know.
me.
I'm distracted. There's so much going on my screen because I'm looking for this
Holy crap.
date.
oh, that makes me super excited if that's true that it's actually coming out tomorrow because I'm 100% down to try out that Firestorm.
Oh, are you going to drop Division 2 for?
That's what I was gonna play. And
No.
then now I'm like, forget it.
See, I call you out. I'm sorry, Van.
I
Bad
don't know with the graphics that Battlefield 5 has, and then just to see that fire rolling in on you, I'm excited.
All right,
That-
country gentleman said the 25th.
Yep.
Crispy,
Tomorrow.
I am not jumping the gun. I gotta get it.
Sorry, Sony,
Nick-
no one's going to
Nick
watch your
Koch
press
says,
conference.
"Can you pre-order MK11 for the Vengeance couple?" You know what?
Oh.
I would love to, but I just spent $99, so I have no monies left. But if someone wants to send it to Nick Koch and his wife, they both stream, and they do really cute streams. They like play together.
Yo, Vengeance, let me pay the electric and gas bill and see how much is left over, man. I'll
He'll
be in
count his
contact with you
pennies.
on Twitter. All right, brother.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah.
I have an announcement. If anyone wants to give me
Supersonic,
Mortal Kombat,
Do you
Mortal Kombat,
remember that Santa Van Claus or whatever? I
yes,
forgot his
he's
name.
a nice guy.
He just
Come
gifted
to
you
the
the other
Santa
game.
van.
I feel violated.
Yeah, Sonic says he didn't have the game, and I was like, "You do now?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, it's on your Xbox."
Yeah, that was really nice of Van. I was like,
That was
"Aw,
awesome.
look at that."
I think Van was going to get it for you too, Mel. I'm just saying.
I was until Mel said she wasn't
Yes,
interested. And
I
then
told you. I knew it as soon as he's like.
I
"Do you have
appreciate
it?"
you, Van. And then
soon as she said no, I was like, "All right."
I wasn't
cancel.
gonna play it. And then Xbot got a gift code from Nox, right? You're muted, bot. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's
There we
going
go.
on?
What's going on, people? I am back
Yes,
from the world
super.
muted. Yeah, but yeah, huge shout out to Noximus. He hooked us up with a code. And the funny thing was, because he knows it's a looter shooter, he sent me a DM on Twitter. He's like, "Are you really interested in playing this? Like, in other words, are you going to play this for like a half hour and then go back to Destiny 2? And I feel like I can play both. I feel like I really can.
Yeah, you can.
You want a challenge? You'll scale up to whoever you play with. If you didn't know that.
All right,
So
Garuda
you
Legends.
actually
It was
get-
Supersonic Station.
Yeah, they just have to fix your armor on that whole thing. Like your weapons will scale up, but you'll get one shot, no problem.
Yeah. The armor scaling still a little bit off. Sometimes it works
Crispy, I've been
okay. And
doing
then
my
other times,
homework, Crispy.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I like you. No, I'm just-
The fuck is going on? That's not right.
Where's our fearless leader?
I don't fucking know what's going on anymore. Just pre-orders and stuff.
Battlefield
Probably a
5.
tornado going on over
Battlefield
there.
5 and
Battlefield 5 Firestorm.
Baby.
Can I say something about Mortal Kombat real quick though? Like I want to get it. I think Mortal
Supersonic,
Kombat's
Shut up for a
awesome.
minute. Garuda
Yes, ma'am.
Legend says, I can hook you up, Supersonic. Hit me up on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
You got to hook up.
What's your YouTube channel?
hey.
Click
Probably
on his name,
Garuda
you
Legends.
fool. Garuda Legends is nice. He's always in all the streams.
Supersonic,
That's
I
very kind of you.
got a hint for you. We're on YouTube, so the names on there are like in the chat are actual YouTube channels. It's
I
Hey,
love
weird.
people.
I have
sing
to-
people give to people.
Here's
I
the
just
thing: is
subscribed.
I have to give back to old Danny Boy over here because he's not asking all the time for codes because he hooked me up too. So it's like a give and take kind of thing. So like he hooked me up with a game, I hooked him up with a game.
Aw,
So,
you guys give and
I'm-
receive. That's so sweet.
I'm just saying that like he's not being just mooching 24/7. Like
Oh,
he gives out stuff too.
He mooches and gives back.
Yeah, so I'm giving Sonic props on that one.
There is so much
Oh
like
yeah.
happy feelings going on right now, you guys.
Warm and
I love
fuzzy.
everybody.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
I
Yeah.
love
Sonic
everyone.
gives and receives.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Supersonic is like the glory hole of the Xbox community.
Jade is in his corner.
You did
Wow.
not just call me a glory hole.
And that's our show, guys.
End of discussion.
I'm yeah, end of discussion. It's almost 9 o'clock. I don't know where we are with anything anymore. And
We're on
fucking
the topic of glory holes.
glory holes.
What bathroom are you in?
Yeah, supersonic.
All you have to
I
do
don't know,
is,
but
travel up 95 until you hit the Mobile One gas station, and right there.
Wow.
I just subscribed to God of Legends.
Garuda.
Garuda.
I thought it was Garudal.
Wow. Just don't say anything, bot.
All right,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
guys.
shut up now.
We're going to wrap it up because it's about that time. So if you guys want to check out the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow, I forgot what time. I think it was 2 p.m. Pacific time.
So it's 5 p.m. The Lord's time.
5 p.m. the real time. All right. And then the Microsoft ID at Xbox Game Pass. You guys could check out the new indie titles coming to Game Pass, obviously, because they wouldn't have that name. That's going to be 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, March 26th, most likely on Mixer. And I'm echoing. You guys, let's wrap up the show. Xbot, you want to let people know where they can find you and what you're up to?
Yeah. Oh well. First off, huge shout out to Alan Roberts in the chat for typing in Supersonic Glory Hole Station. I appreciate that. Great
Thanks,
job,
Alan.
brother. But yeah, you can find me here every Sunday. You can find me on Crap's channel every Wednesday for Xbox Nation. You can find me on Mooch's channel every Friday for Crossfire, and then the next podcast on my channel every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, talking gaming news, having gameplay going on while we're talking about it. Not only do you listen to the show, but you actually have something to watch as well. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. And Glory Hole Station all day.
Glory.
Good job, Cybot448.
Cybot.
Dude, I love that, man. And
He's going to go change his Twitter name now. Thanks.
Heck yeah.
I'm not changing mine to what you guys said.
Super Glory Hole Station.
No, it's no Shabbat. It's no Shabbat.
I got
Shabbat.
no, it's Extradamus 448. That's what I put on my Twitter handle.
Shut the fuck up already. Yeah, he did. Wow.
Well, he
Okay.
just stole my shit. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Crispy. Do you want to let people know where they can find you and what you're up to?
At Chris Bomb and Twitter. You can always hit me up on Xbox Live. You can read the name. She has it all day, every day. Every time we do this podcast, I'm right on there, and I'm not going to try to say it because it's a pain in the ass. But I love y'all. I love the chat. Thank you.
Glory hole.
I want to know
I
who
have
the
a glory hole
OG Crispy
later.
Bomb is.
I'm the OG Crispy Bomb too. I'm all of them. I'm every one of them.
All right, so Butcher Van, where can people find Santa Van?
People can find me in the Division 2 in DC
I'm
up
about
until
to join
tomorrow,
you.
and then I'll be playing Battlefield 5 for a little bit, and then I'll go back to DC.
Oh, see, he just admitted it. It's okay. It's all right.
But if I get my new computer tomorrow, then
Ooh.
I might not.
Are we gonna look forward to any VR with your new computer?
No.
Yes.
Aw.
No, it doesn't run VR.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Your line sack of shit. You spent like $40,000 on it. Don't
Yeah,
play.
it doesn't run VR because I
you
don't
have
own VR, so it doesn't
but
run
you
it.
could
There you
have
go.
VR.
There you go, Butcher Van. I am proud of you.
Butcher Van, you will join us on the dark side.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Mm.
Butcher,
One
you're
of
with
us.
us.
One
Me-
of us.
One
No,
of us.
no, no,
One of
no, no.
All right, Supersonic Station. Where can people find you and all of that shit?
In the glory hole, apparently.
No, the mobile station in the bathroom.
Don't stick your eyeball up to it.
Oh no!
Or your ear.
That's a hole, though. You can stick. Okay. No.
I'm done.
Tuesdays, Retro Renegades. We play old school arcade games. Our guest this week is going to be Assassin from Four Guys with Quarters. It's going to be awesome. It will be on Graphic God's channel this week. I'm going to do a 24-hour charity thing for the veterans thing. What's it called? Oh, snap.
Operation Supply Drop?
Yes, 24 hours in VR.
It's like
virtual
8-bit
reality.
salute.
Bang.
Nice. When are you doing that?
I don't know. Probably next month sometime. I got to figure out when people are available because I won't be able to
first
see
thing you
chat.
gotta
Oh,
do-
yeah.
Oh.
Huh. That's why
Sonic,
you needed help.
You got to get the name down, Pat. You got to let people know who you're doing it for, and be confident that you know the name. So
You distracted me with glory hole.
that's your homework for the next week. Okay, you got to get it down,
Operation
Pat.
Supply
So-
Drop.
So I have a request. I'm just saying. It is what it is, and you have to do it. You have to. You can't do it if you don't know. You have to do it. You do the 24-hour stream, and you get it done, baby.
All right, so you confused everybody on the panel. I want to let the panel know Indy was asking for his British accent, all right, in the chat. And he gave Indy what he
said
wanted.
UK. He said UK, and I gave him UK because I am Irish. If you
Bloody
didn't
hell,
know-
Crispy.
If I didn't know that I am
Bloody
Irish,
hell, you need to shut
then
the
I
fuck
wouldn't
up, man.
know. And then
What
I
the
couldn't
fuck is
do it.
going on here?
You sound like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
All right, guys, stay focused. What the fuck was I saying? Nothing. All right, so it's Operation Supply Drop, and both Supersonic Station and myself were on Team Cookie Monster. That's the name of our team. Don't judge me. That's all I can think of.
I already judged right then and there.
And you guys can go check it out. I put the link in the chat 2 times. If you guys want to go donate, you can either select Supersonic Stations. What do you call it? You can
Thingamabobber.
yeah.
See, she forgot to.
You could select mine or Supersonics or just donate to the team. It doesn't matter. But between the 2 of us, we've raised $193 so far. So it's really awesome, and I appreciate you guys. You're amazing. And then one thing in the chat, Nick Koch, what is your gamer tag, Nick, or your mixer name? Because him and his wife.
Vengeance.
I forgot the
believe.
first part of it. Type it in there. It helps. But him and his wife, they both stream. They're going to be testing out the Embers for non-partnered streamers on Mixer. So
Oh,
that's smart.
nice.
So that's really cool that you guys got in, because I know when I clicked on it, it was like we had way too many people. So that's really awesome. If you guys get a chance, you can go support him if he actually gets his name in the chat. But yeah, anyways, you guys can find me on Twitter at @GirlsCanGame22, here on Mixer and on YouTube. And where else? Maybe streaming The Division, but I don't have any alcohol, so I don't know.
You don't need any.
I don't
You just
believe
need
you
a
for some
Christmas
reason.
bomb. That's all you need. It's just a Christmas bomb.
I need a Jaeger bomb, okay?
Oh, Jaeger bomb with the Guinness
Hey,
involved.
OhSnaps. OhSnaps.
Yes, Xbot.
I have the song ready when you're ready.
Oh, shit. Are you trying to rush me?
No, I'm just letting you know before you're like, is it ready?
All right. Well, guys, I might be streaming some Division 2 a little bit later. If I do, I hope to see you guys there. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Laters.
Chum song.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Bing, 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 bong.
Bong.
China. Bing, bing, bong. Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong. Bong, bong, bong. Get the lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights.
Glory hole station.